Well, it's official. Kyle Lowry has signed with the Miami Heat. The Kyle Lowry tenure with the Raptors is officially over. I guess all good things must come to an end, and this is another example of that. Kyle Lowry, the greatest Raptor of all time, did everything with this franchise. He won. He was the heart and soul of this team. Amazing teammate. We all knew this moment was coming. It was all about where Lowry would go. But even though we knew this was coming, it's still bittersweet right now because of what Kyle Lowry meant to Toronto, what he meant to this Raptors franchise. And now, Kyle Lowry, in the final chapter of his career, will have a pretty good opportunity to win once again. Kyle Lowry will join the Miami Heat, and Miami, they're going to be a problem next season, guys. Kyle Lowry is going to do so many good things for that Miami team. That's a team that just brought back Jimmy Butler. They just brought back Duncan Robinson. Kyle Lowry will bring in that veteran playmaking ability, that veteran leadership that the Heat need. The Miami Heat, after a move like this, catapult themselves. Kyle Lowry is going to be a perfect fit in Miami. It's going to be an easy move for his family. And for himself, he's not going home to Philly, but he's going to South Beach. He's going to Miami. And, once upon a time ago, Chris Bosh left Toronto to go to Miami. And now Kyle Lowry leaves Toronto to go to Miami. Something about Miami, I don't know what it is. But there can't be a person out there who is honestly mad at Lowry. And there's not going to be a person out there that is not going to be happy for Lowry as he moves on and joins the Heat. We knew this was coming. We knew the Kyle Lowry tenure was over. I kept saying in my videos, guys, it was only a matter of what team he would join. It was only a matter of when. We all thought it was going to happen at the trade deadline. It didn't happen. So then we all knew it was going to happen in the first day or first couple hours of NBA free agency. And it was made official in the first hour of NBA free agency. I was doing a live stream and it was announced first by Kyle Lowry himself. He did a post on his story and it was this: Miami Heat x Kyle Lowry, let's go. Woj saying that a 3-year deal in a sign and trade for Kyle Lowry as he joins the Miami Heat. And Kyle Lowry is going to get the bag, guys. And rightfully so. He's going to cash in on a big deal, his final big deal of his career. 3-year, $90 million deal for Kyle Lowry here. And all of a sudden now, Miami's going to have themselves a very good team come next season. Obviously, they got to deal with the likes of the Nets, the Bucks, who just won the championship. But I think outside of those two teams, Miami can position themselves as the third best team in the East. That's what the Heat are getting. They're getting a guy who's going to perform at an all-time high level. They're getting a guy who's going to put forth his very best energy every single night. They're getting a guy that is going to sacrifice his body on every single play, get his teammates involved, a guy who can still go off for 30-plus points when he's feeling it. Miami is getting all that in Kyle Lowry. So Kyle Lowry, thank you for everything. You have meant so much to Toronto. And it's bittersweet right now because I'm so happy for this guy that he's going to have a good end to his career. But I'm also bitter because I did not want to see Kyle Lowry leave. For as much as it makes sense, Kyle Lowry has meant so much to this Raptors team, the organization, the city of Toronto, the country of Canada. And he is undoubtedly, in my mind, the greatest Raptor of all time. And one day, there definitely has to be a statue of Kyle Lowry made. And his jersey should be the first jersey retired in Scotiabank Arena. And that first game, when the Raptors take on the Heat, I hope, the Raptors are able to play that game back in Toronto, because that will be one of the more special moments in Toronto sports history if that obviously presents itself. So it's going to be weird seeing Lowry in a Miami Heat uniform, but it's going to be a reality come next season. Kyle Lowry joins the Heat. Okay, so we know what the Heat are getting in return. What are the Raptors getting in return for Kyle Lowry? We have heard the legwork of the deal, but at the time of me recording this video, We don't know specifically what the Raptors are getting in return. I don't know when we're going to find out those finalized details. It'll probably come out later tonight, if not tomorrow, if not later on this week. But I can assume that the Raptors will be getting Precious Achiuwa back. That is going to be a big get for Toronto. Now, Precious Achiuwa, he plays power forward, plays small forward. He's another one of those guys that are so young, so raw still. I am very high on Precious Achiuwa. This is a big piece that they can work with, they can build with, and all of a sudden, the Raptors look stacked defensively. Now, they got to figure out how they're going to score the damn ball, but you talk about getting Achiuwa, you already got OG, you got Scotty Barnes, their draft pick, Fred VanVleet, defensive guard, Siakam has really elevated his game defensively. Raptors are going to be stacked defensively. So I really like Achiuwa coming on over to Toronto. I've been a fan of this kid's game ever since he entered in the NBA, and at one point I thought Miami was going to make him untouchable. So the fact that the Raptors get Achiuwa in this deal is a big, big W. Now, what else are they going to get in return? So Dragic, was set to be involved in this deal because of his contract, but I think the holdup right now is finding another team where Dragic can go to, because according to Josh Lewenberg, he said, would guess the holdup on the Lowry sign and trade details has something to do with the Raptors looking for a third team or another deal to unload at least some of Dragic's money. Doubt they like Achiuwa enough or wanted to help Lowry enough to sacrifice $20 million in cap space. We'll see. So if the Raptors do get Dragic in return, don't expect him to be a member of the Raptors for very long. He's probably going to get bought out, but it's looking like the Raptors are trying to get a third team involved to, send Dragic over to and then get something else in return. So that remains to be seen what the Raptors are going to get. Dallas's name has come up because, Dragic has said that he would like to go there, playing alongside Luka. So that is a big part of the deal that has yet to be finalized. I mean, we don't know what the Raptors are getting back in return just yet. The Raptors then re-signed Gary Trent Jr., which I thought was a really good deal. 3-year, $54 million deal. That's $18 million a season. That's a bargain deal for a guy who has tremendous upside. And this is a guy who I think the Raptors are going to rely, on his offensive ability. Because we saw Gary Trent Jr., yes, he's a streaky player, but he can score in bunches. He can be that scorer that you rely on, late in the game. And I think Gary Trent Jr., getting him for this money is a solid deal for the Toronto Raptors. Now, what are the Raptors going to do to address their center position? We saw names like Nerlens Noel go off the board. Jared Allen was a name that I really wanted to see the Raptors get. He stays in Cleveland. I honestly think at this point, the Raptors are just going to bring back Khem Birch, and Khem Birch is going to be the starter at center for the Raptors on day one. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I really liked what I saw from Khem Birch. So if the Raptors don't necessarily get anybody else outside of what they're going to get back in this Lowry deal, I mean, this is still going to be a solid team. I hear people saying, Luka, they're rebuilding. They're not. This is a retool. We knew Lowry was going to go. He's finally gone. The Raptors are going to get some assets in return. They still got who they got. You get Scotty Barnes, who could potentially play at point guard. There's a lot of talent on this Raptors team, and there's a lot of things to look forward to. Kyle Lowry era is officially over. It's time to move on, and it's time to look forward to better days. I just mainly wanted to do this video to kind of, give my thoughts on Kyle Lowry. I mean, I have been so high on this guy ever since the Raptors traded for him. I was higher on Lowry than I was for DeRozan, for those of you who have followed me from the beginning. I've always been a Kyle Lowry guy, and to see Lowry go through all of that, all of those hurdles, and then get to that 2019 NBA Finals and win the championship, that was special to see, because if there's one thing that I wanted to see, it was Lowry, who remained loyal to the Raptors, win a championship with this team. Longest tenured Raptor, and like I said earlier, accomplished it all, got the championship, and now it's goodbye. It's goodbye, guys. It's goodbye. And I know the fans are going to miss Kyle Lowry, but also I know a lot of fans are going to be happy for what's next for him and his career. So that's it, guys. The Kyle Lowry tenure is over. He's off to Miami. Raptors going to get a nice piece back in Achiuwa, and then some. We're going to find out very, very soon. And we'll see how the Raptors now fare in the post-Kyle Lowry era. I'm still looking forward to what the future has in store for this Raptors team. What's your reaction to this, guys? What's your reaction to what the Raptors are getting in return? Let me know your thoughts. Hit me up in the comment section down below. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and ring the bell. And that is it. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all again in the next video. Till next time, be great and stay blessed. Thank you. Kyle Lowry.